So this is PJ Babiak again. Woke up bright and early on a Saturday morning, and I thought it was a good time to work on the bike. I have a few little things that might be interesting to know. There are a couple little washers that I've got down here at the bottom, and I found washers that are a little bit smaller than these because I drilled holes exactly in the center of my mounts that I ordered from that Ride Tech company that I talked about. And I got those to sort of center on and hold in at the bottom because they fit right in at the bottom of the pipe down in there. So that's going to give it a little bit of, taking out the slop, I think, and it'll sort of hold it in there when I push it on. So I'm going to weld them on like that. I realize that this is going to be an extreme pressure point because right there is where it takes a lot of the force and the angle, and it's some of the leftover futon frames that are actually pretty good pipe. I mean, they're meant to hold asses, so they should probably be able to hold up a little bit extra weight. But just right there, I'm going to use those to kind of buffer it up a little bit. I got to bend it a little more. I use my pipe bender to get a nice little angle on it, so that'll look pretty sweet later. But you can see that I've got a rim without a tire on it, and I actually went on eBay, and it's funny because you can buy a tire for like 60 or 80 bucks, and then you can buy a rotor, because I use the rotor on the other one to make it dual disc, for like another 15 or 20, and then it costs like 40 bucks to put the tire on the rim. Well, it only costs $30 plus maybe about $30 to ship it for a really good condition tire, rim, and rotor. And it'll be one that I can mount a dual disc on it later if I decide to buy another caliper. So this one right here actually is probably better than having a tire because it's level on both sides. So when I went to school, I learned that when you're welding together a frame, it's really important to have everything as level as possible. I can only hope that my concrete floor is fairly level. The kickstand or the center stand is as level as I can get. But this tire right here and these right here, I have measured so finely just to get it to line up just right. And now that I've got these holes right here, I had them flat down, and I added an extra piece right there because the gusset mounts that I got from Ride Tech probably weren't going to be strong enough, so I added an extra piece of some 1/4 inch steel, and I got some washers in there so that they're exactly measured and centered, to put the rim just here. I've got plenty of room for the tire because you only need like another 1/2 inch right there that it sticks out, and it only comes out to about here. So it'll all fit in here, and I know it will. And it doesn't matter how high up and down it is because I'm going to measure that later when I weld on the mounts for the shocks that I'm going to put in there. But this right here should be good, and as long as these fit in there nice like that, I'm going to clamp it down somehow or hold it really nicely and weld it on with a shit ton of weld. And I have to redo these here. My axle was a little bit too long. I could almost fit the normal front axle on it, but these little things right here, they come in handy later because I mounted a saddlebag on the side of the last one, and I could maybe mount something really cool over here, who knows. But this Speedo right there, that'd be great, and I'll have no problem being able to mount a caliper right here, just with this little piece of 1/4 inch steel. I just have to hold it there just right, because the rotor will be right there. And I can always get more bushings just to hold these right here out and get rid of some of these sloppy washers. But I'm going to be making a Lowe's run in a little bit, and I'll get those parts on together, and then we'll weld it up and make her solid. Alright, next time.